Do you struggle with foot pain in the mornings? Are you getting out of bed and hobbling? Make sure you check out this video. I want to share a recent review where there was a gentleman named Mark who was struggling with his foot pain, particularly in the mornings. I want to share a review that he left us. I want to take you through some of the things that we've used to help with morning pain, so to speak, or morning foot pain, how you can help it, how you can go about it, next steps, and how you can keep living your life to the fullest and not let foot pain hold you back. So Mark wrote in a recent review, and you can check these out at Sydney Foot Solutions/reviews. Mark wrote, I was recently recommended to Sydney Foot Solutions by my sister as I was experiencing extreme foot pain, basically hobbling around every morning and night. After completing my 90-day review with Dan this week, I'm extremely satisfied with the results. And we'd like to thank Mark for trusting us with his health and also being kind enough to give us a review and taking the time for the review. So thank you very much, Mark. So the reality is, I'm not going to go into specifics about Mark because that's Mark's private business. But we do get this type of person in regularly, and we get a lot of people that get that classic morning pain at the start and the end of the day. And the reason that happens is for two reasons. And the two reasons, if you get pain in the morning or the night, is one is that you're very stiff and tight up the backs of your legs. I'm going to show you how you can help to loosen that up with a great exercise that we've used for a number of years. And the second is the way you stand and the way you walk. And I'll tell you how we can do something about that. The great thing is you've got a number of options, and you can usually fix that without being reliant on orthotics. You can still go barefoot and you don't have to change your shoes, and you can remain active throughout that treatment process. But I will go into that. And just before I go into these exercises, if you would like personalized individual advice, maybe check out our 60% off initial foot pain assessment. We have a $40 assessment where it's 60% off our usual fee, where you can come in and get checked out and we can give you personalized advice. So one of the keys with foot pain, particularly in the mornings, whether it be heel pain or any other type of pain, people tend to tighten up overnight or they get very stiff and very sore. So one exercise that works really well is the dowel exercise. So the dowel exercise isn't pleasant, but it will break up that tightness and stimulate healing through that area. And whilst you might not like it very much, it will loosen those tissues up. And so the way we do the dowel, particularly for beginners, is you pop the dowel on the floor, you put one foot here, and you work your way along. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just breaking up that tightness underneath your foot. And what it's doing is it's loosening up all of those connective tissues. The good news is it'll probably loosen up your fascia by about 30% all the way up to your neck. If you wanted to check that, try and touch your toes, do the dowel exercise for roughly a minute, and then try and touch your toes again. Just one side note, keep in mind this will hurt a lot of people. And so what we do is just make sure you put this foot here, you can take the weight. So if it hurts too much, put more weight on the other side and work your way along. All right, so a really great exercise to do, and it helps to loosen up those tissues and stimulate healing and that connective tissue. So what I would also say is, please be aware that this is very generalized advice. If you would like something very specific to you, make sure you come in. The sooner you come in, the better we can treat this from a conservative management approach. The benefit of our treatments for you are the fact that you don't have to wear orthotics, you can wear a variety of shoes, you can remain active throughout the treatment process, and we work on correcting the underlying cause. In many cases, we do send for an initial x-ray where we can actually measure the level of misalignment that might be contributing to your foot problem, and we go about improving that level of alignment long term. So we fix the underlying cause of your foot pain so you can live your life without foot pain long term. And keep in mind, we do have that 60% off initial assessment offer, just $40. If you're interested in that, make sure you check it out at sydneyfootsolutions.com.au. And here's to you not having foot pain anymore.